Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing an upcoming top 10 demon, Eyes in the Water. It's currently being verified by LordVadercraft right now and it looks very difficult. But you can't really tell how difficult it is because of how the decoration is, a lot of it's like memory based. Like especially like the beginning, I can't tell how hard that ship is because a lot of the hitboxes are invisible and you're just kind of weaving through these eyes at the beginning. And then there's some parts after it, like before the drop, that look very memory based. Probably a lot of hard timings in there. But according to LordVadercraft, this is a very difficult level. Even I think his last one, he says like the hardest thing he's ever done in any video game, which is crazy because he beat Firework, meaning that this is going to be, it should be a very difficult level. Looking at this this playback bar here, you can see that not very many people play the beginning of this level, but they play the drop. But we are going to watch the whole level here. I'm going to be discussing the whole level and giving a rating, a review. This is a review type video like I did with Acheron. I believe I did one with Slaughterhouse. Very interesting level. There's a lot going on here. It's just like weird. This beginning is just weird. It's a little unsettling, right? I love this inverted color change here. And like, what are these fish? Why do they look like that? Why do they look so ugly? Are they trying to be that ugly? And I like the broken eyes. And then we get this part that just looks really messy, but like kind of messy by design. Looks like seaweed, you know what I'm saying? But it's like especially this part with all these pulses. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm sure that was a decoration choice, and it makes the level stand out. It looks interesting. They all have triangles as well. Literally have no idea what's going on with the gameplay though, which is fine. Very interesting part. And the drop does take a long time to get to, by the way. Like, this level started 48 seconds ago, and we're not even to the drop yet. And I love the atmosphere here. And this is the real breadwinner of the level, the drop. If you saw that, this is where it starts to, like, get really intense here. This is why the level is good, this drop here. Otherwise, it would have just been a mediocre level, but everything complements each other. And when you get to the drop, it's so intense. It's so good. Yeah. The music sync is impeccable, and it's not a really easy music sync either, because the level is just like, you know. This part's cool too. I like this too. I actually, at one point when I was like earlier into the game, I would imagine levels that I wanted to create. I wasn't a good creator, so I couldn't actually create the levels. But this is one gameplay gimmick I've always thought about. Having two corridors of gameplay that kind of switch on and off, and I've never seen it before because it's a very specific thing that I would have liked to seen in a level, and here it is. They did it. So the eye also looks really good. I love the color scheme here as well. But the drop barely lasts any time at all. It's like less than 30 seconds, and then you got this really long end screen here, which has gameplay. So I don't exactly know how hard this is and which parts are the hardest. I've never played it, and I've never seen a hitbox video, and I'd really like to. But yeah, this is one of the more interesting upcoming levels. I'm super excited about it. Nowadays, it takes me a little bit to get excited about Extreme Demons upcoming, and this is one of them. I'm very excited about this one, and I wish LordVadercraft all the luck. And it's just weird. I would love to see it on the list, and I would love to do a How Hard Is video on this when it came out. It's also interesting how the level is structured, like I talked about before. The gameplay is very unbalanced as far as structuring and pacing goes. So the ship section goes on forever. It goes on for 26 seconds, it looks like. Which is, it's wild that there's just a difficult ship section for 28 seconds. That's like a fourth of this level. And then You know, the pacing never doesn't improve after that. It's slow. I do think it's really, don't get me wrong, I think it's really good at building tension. As far as like a gameplay perspective, I mean, as far as gameplay goes, normally you'd want to get to the drop first, so I think it's interesting to have a level that takes its time. It takes its time to get to this drop. And another thing that's really weird is that the drop doesn't last very long. It's something I just noticed while making this video. So the drop starts at 54 seconds. Yeah, the drop lasts literally less than 30 seconds, which is mind-blowing to me. The pre-drop lasted so much longer. I guess what I like about this level is it didn't really hold back any of its charm to be playable or to be less interesting. It went with a concept, and it was made with full commitment to that concept. And I think that's what I like about this level and why I'm excited about it. You don't see things like it's very unique level. Anyway, there's not too much more to talk about here. I'm going to go to look at what progress LordVadercraft has right now. Yeah, so this is LordVadercraft's video. He's got 94,000 attempts onto this. Let's see. Hardest thing he's ever done in the video game by miles. Should be very difficult then, because he's beaten Firework. He got to the drop 15 attempts, and he passed the ship 55 times. So the ship is hard, it looks like. Very difficult to get past the ship, and this is like a late game. So yeah, very good luck to him. I'm wanting to see this thing out. Yeah, you can hear these clicks. It sounds like he's having to be very precise here, because I don't know what is actually going on here. Because he's going through some of the eyes. Maybe it's the pupils he has to avoid. Or the irises or whatever. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about this video. I'm working on a new How Hard It Is video. I just want to talk about eyes in the water. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Oh, before I forget, I forgot to give like the out of 10 thing that I've been doing on these review videos. Let me think for a second. Yeah, so if we're giving this level a rating out of 10, I'm going to rate this thing probably an 8.5 out of 10, because there are some things that I don't like about the level. That's why it's not a 10 out of 10. The drop past the drop on to the end of the drop is a 10 out of 10. But everything before that and some of the, I kind of like the text at the end. I'm rating it at 8.5 because it's just my cup of tea. It's my kind of level. It's very interesting. Anyways, that's all I have for y'all today. I'm working on a bigger How Hard It Is video. It's still in production. I've been busy this last week. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.